apparently, somewhere in here is that damn carbuncle. I got to question this guy to find the carbuncle. I have no idea where to look. Must be somewhere else. There always has to be an Ultros. Ultros is the thing I start. All right, so Carbuncle's around here somewhere. I'm going to find him. I'm finding Carbuncle. Don't you stress. Ooh, they got those guys. Hey, thank you for welcoming me back. It's nice to be back. Did someone spend their points? Do 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 do. Jail. We are only fit for jail. Well, then you're not getting put in jail if you don't spend the points. Uh-oh! Nordud spending the points. Well, you're all put in jail for 2 whole minutes. Enjoy. You wanted it. You asked for it. They just got the Leaning Tower of Pisa up in here? Good for them. You know what? Good for them. Cultural artifacts. Alisei, you're great and all, but somewhere over here. When will I know when I am around the carbuncle? How will I know this? Will it get a little bit like freaky? Will it be like a Witcher necklace, but for carbuncles? Song's gonna be permanently stuck in my head. They were like, do you want to hear a song so much that you never want to hear it again? The worst part is in my head, that's when the lyrics start, right there. But instead they just repeat it. And I'm like, I just want to hear the lyrics. I haven't heard the lyrics once, I think, this entire expansion. This doesn't help me. How do I know where this guy's at? I'm gonna get this. Carbuncle must be somewhere else. How will I know? What? You can't complain about me hunting this carbuncle. You're all in timeout. I didn't even have to like ask to put you there. You put yourselves there. I didn't even do it. The crystal. Hey, there we go. Where could the carbuncle be? Somewhere here? Wouldn't I be able to just see him? Wouldn't I be able just to see the carbuncle? Will it get better the more I go? Twinkles faintly. Twinkles faintly is better than no twinkle at all. Will I just be able to see the carbuncle? Ooh, warmly. I'm on the right track. Okay, he's somewhere here. Oh, his butt's somewhere around here. I'm going to find your ass, carbuncle. By the way, they're dicks for making the quest start here and him being down here. That sucks. That sucks. I hate that. Carbuncle, where are you? Carbuncle isn't here, but you may... Ooh! F that Carbuncle! Ooh! Well, 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 looks what we have over here, eh? Little Annie, oh. All right, well that's nice. You know what? Oh, I forgot, because I did it at home. Collections. I think I moved this to here. Boy, I don't remember. It's fine. It's fine, Jesse. Don't stress it. Did that say anything else? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. To the east? So it's like over there somewhere. All right, great. But where is this Carbuncle? It's not near me, but I'm on the right track. What does that mean? Can I? What if I keep going this way? Is it gonna get colder? At least I'll know which quadrant he's in, right? That way I'll figure it out. Why are you assaulting me with the octopi? Oh, your time is up in chat. Boop. By the way, thank you for the hype train. All right, Carbuncle. Not here, but I'm on the right track. Well, when does it not become on the right track? Once we have on the right track, then I'll figure it out. So it's back here. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. All right, so it is either in this area or the previous area. Well, luckily this area is small, so we can really quickly scout it. Only, well, you asked for it. Oh! Now no one can tell me not to hunt this Carbuncle. I'm doing this. This could be the difference between me winning and losing. Just imagine. Just imagine. Just imagine. There I am. At the end of times, battling against a small child. There I am, battling against a small child. And it's like, oh no, little JC is gonna lose. And then, right in my most desperate of hours, Tataru shows up and is like, don't worry, I brought a friend. And he comes waddling in like, what up? Thank you for saving me, little JC. Now I shall return the favor. That's it. And then Medion's like, no! Carbuncles are too cute! And I'm like, you have been defeated with the power of cuteness. The end. I see you. I see you there. I see you there. Hello, Carbuncle. Carbuncle peers at you anxiously, not letting its guard down. Perhaps I should soothe this little cutie pie. I soothe you, Carbuncle. Oh, he's inside of me now. Oh, I'm cradling him in my arms. Get on board. Yay, yay. And now it wants me to go all the way back up here. Is there a... Oh, thank God. I was about to say. I didn't attune to this? It's okay. It's okay, Derpy. We're just gonna go. Just gonna run back. It's fine. Shout out to the people that like living up in the hills. That house over there and like that apartment complex, lovely looking. Like that, like that's a shack. That guy's got like a windmill and like a whole thing over there. So I got this one like a crazy person, but not this one over here. Jesse Lewis, what were you thinking? What was happening in your brainium cranium? It's a good thing you can't tell me how dumb I am. Because you're in timeout. It's a good thing you can't tell me what an idiot I am. Maybe it's you're the dumb ones and I'm very smart. Because now I can farm this fate on my way. Oh, never mind. Son of a bitch. I'll say I'll be right back. It's gonna drive me insane. That piano. It. This is the payoff. When I go over here, this guy's gonna be like, you found it. The king of carbuncles, the greatest warrior. Should you ever need him, call upon him. And it's gonna be like, and the carbuncle's gonna come save the day. He's gonna be like, you've saved me many times. I had left to train to become stronger for my life companion, Tataru. Did you find the carbuncle? Apparently I did. Said to have been roaming alone in the wilds, this carbuncle looks oddly familiar. I can't believe this is a plot point that we got wrapped up. Alright, bye, I guess. Thank goodness. Or rather, thank you. As I said, they found the poor thing alone in the countryside, wandering the mountains of northern Lenosia, I believe. Should have vanished as soon as its masters dismissed it. Although it's possible the command was never given. In which case, it should theoretically persist until the ether that forms it is consumed. But for that reserved to last long enough for the entity to grow wild. An immensely talented arcanist must have summoned it. Oh, Tataru! What I wouldn't give to meet someone that powerful. I'm telling you! Tataru is the greatest of all summoners. Researching this little creature here should net me some fascinating data indeed. Thank you again for retrieving it for me. I am convinced now more than ever Tataru's gonna like burst through like, I've been waiting for my chance, friends! She's gonna be doing that like Tataru hop. And then she's gonna get slapped. She's gonna be like, I'm here to help. Then she's gonna get slapped. She's like, I'm Tataru crying. And Medion will be like, don't come at me. I'm blue and depressed. Actually, I think she went to her emo phase. Don't come at me. I'm blue and depressed. And then Tataru's gonna be like, why? And then from behind Tataru, How dare you assault my friend? It's me, the lost carbuncle. This is the payoff since for years you've been waiting for this moment, and now it's here. Carbuncle's gonna be like, have the power of hope, bitch. I think that's what he's gonna say. Canonically, that's power of hope, bitch. Right? I think that's what's gonna happen. I think that's what's gonna happen. I just want someone in... Look, before I die, I need to create some piece of content. Something that exists in which a hero says, the power of hope, bitch. I want that to be my catchphrase. I want that to be my mark on the world. It's the power of hope, bitch. I don't know what the hell it's going to be in, but just you wait. One day you're going to be watching something, and it's going to be like written by Jesse Cox. And then there's going to be a line of dialogue where a bad guy gets like smacked in the face. That's a power of hope, bitch. It's going to happen. It's going to be my lifelong goal. All right. Sorry about that, Alice. We did everything but talk to you. What was Squeal, squeal. Little. Oh, what are you doing out here? No, I don't mind if you help with the boxes, but it's far from the most exciting task to do, sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I appreciate the assistance. We need to get these to Aporia. Time is short, of course, but they're full of organic specimens and samples, so try to be too rough on them. Not one of these. Alice, I thought we were better than this. Alice, I thought we were better than this. Run, little JC, run! They really put a thing in the middle between of me and it. Look at this bullshit. Like, oh, you want to complete your quest? Go through a fate first. Unreal. This sucks. This sucks. It's... You're a bad brother, Alphino. Oh, you're helping with the crates? Wonderful. You can put that there with the others. You have my gratitude, but how did you come to be involved in this? Ha! Then I suppose I have Thancred to thank as well. If you're wondering why we were tasked with bringing these boxes to Emporia, to begin with, so was I. Turns out that this is the base of operations of sorts. Those with final say as to what is included in the ship's manifest can be found here. Father included, I suspect. That should be everything. I thought it was Carbuncle. Thought Carbuncle was going to burst out and be like, you left me, Alphino. We were friends, and you abandoned me for sticks. 4 sticks. Am I not worth 4 sticks to you? That's it. I'm out. I'm leaving. Gonna go hang out with Ataru. The greatest arcanist ever. Carried all of that at once? Are you trying to injure yourself? Oh, hush. They're lighter than they look, and not everyone has your delicate arms. I suppose you should let someone know that we finished. Theopoldin is in the courtyard. We can report to him. Why don't you come along? You should get credit for your assistance at least. Considering where we are, we might even learn something of interest. Such delicate arms. My arms aren't delicate. They're refined from reading all those books. Nerd. Also. You really gonna make me move? I mean, that's just tight. Sometimes I forget that summoners actually summon things now, and it really worries me. I'm not gonna lie. I get caught up in like, wait a minute, is that a thing? Should I worry about that? Easy. I think 8's more than enough. Alright, let's see what we got in this town here. We got a shop. We got a porter. Choco porter. This must be Theopoldin. I keep thinking I've seen him elsewhere, but I cannot for the life of me remember when. Would I know this guy? That's a thigh, not this thigh, this guy. I mean, this guy. I don't know, he's definitely repping the, I don't know. How would I know this guy? God, it never ends, does it? What can you do? What can I do you for, even? We brought samples from Charlene Hamlet, Series 110. The crates are by the entrance. Ah, thank you. I had expected one of my colleagues, but we are dreadfully short-handed. Just a moment. You are Fortunate's children, are you not? Alphino and Alice are at your service. You're well acquainted with father, I take it? Quite. I've been friends with your parents since our days at the studio. I remember when you were yay-high, waddling hither and thither. Clearly, it's been quite some time since we've met. 'Tis good to see you again, wielding your father's newliths, no less. You knew our parents when they were young? What were they like? Pray spare no detail. I should like nothing more than to regale you. Alas, I am meant to be in charge here, and reams of paperwork want for submission. We can help with that in exchange for the sort of stories our parents would never willingly divulge, of course. Oh, you mean when they were addicted to blow, and in a band, and traveled the world, and they all so many groupies. The Leverloopies, they would call them. The Leverloopies? The Leverloopies? The Leverloopies, they called them. That's right. Levelor groupies are called Leverloopies. That's right. That's what they call them. The Levelord Loopies. Level Loopies. Well, very well then. There happen to be 3 sets of documents I need. Yeah, okay, great. Wait, right there. And off they go. You want me to find one? I don't even care about their dad's oh my god. You will find a foreign representative waiting to collect these near the southernmost structure. I hope I haven't kept her waiting too long. Never mind Alpha and Alice. I'm sure they'll be back soon enough. It's a fish. When you say southern structure, you mean this as a structure? What? Pretty close. Are you not one of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? I thought you were meant to be working on the ether burner. Yeah, I got a paperwork guarded secret scroll. Leopoldin's paperwork? I was beginning to worry he misplaced his quill. I appreciate your help in seeing these documents to my hands at last. As for your other task, pray keep this between us, but I sincerely hope you Scions succeed. The Exodus is, without a doubt, the most monumental undertaking in the history of the Form, and so we must be circumspect in all respects. Risk is a privilege we cannot afford ourselves. At its heart, however, Charlian has ever been a nation of the curious. It would be a tragedy indeed if we were the ones to stymie your pursuit of truth. Thanks, lady. Quick and efficient, I dare say. You're the talent for this work. The twins' papers only needed to be delivered to elsewhere in the facility, so they should return any moment. We return with not a scrap of paperwork remaining on our persons. You will note. You both have my thanks, and my apologies for sending you on an errand far below your ambitions. Why, even as a babe you struggled out of your swaddling clothes, and... That is quite enough of that, thank you. It was compromising stories of our parents that we asked to hear. To reiterate. Of course. I've known your father for so long, I must have something. Well, as you know, part of the Levelord name garners such respect in Charlian is your family's storied history. You too can trace your ancestry directly to those who came aboard Neomcraft's Hope, a lineage few can claim. I've never thought much of it myself. It's not as though our forebears founded our nation. They were simply there when it happened. Nevertheless, it has traditionally been a point of pride. 'Tis why Neomcraft's pronouncement, renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason, has ever been our family's creed. Until your grandfather's time, eh? Archon Louisoix looked not to Neomcraft's words, but to his deeds. He asserted in defiance of his peers that choosing to save the great and the small from the rising tides was the true mark of our founder's virtue. Perhaps it was his expertise, his knowledge of ancient prophecy and the fall of civilizations that led him to conclude that to eschew conflict at every turn was to consign mankind to its doom. There would ever be conflict and calamity will follow. Thus, to ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. You remember his words well. Indeed, Archon Louisoix lived by that personal creed and used every means at his disposal to succor those in need, Charlian or no. No one loved and admired your grandfather more than his son. Yet Fortunal could not reconcile Louisoix's deeds with the philosophy of the forebears and his peers, a philosophy in which he believed so fervently, yet made a pariah of his father. Fortunal agonized over this contradiction for much of his life. Gods, father? A son may carry his father's blood, but his choices are his own to bear. It is not always thus. Is it not always thus? Gods know Fortunal's cranky old goat, so I'm sure you butt heads often enough, yet even so, you must know that you are constantly in his thoughts, every moment of every day, and that is not an exaggeration in the slightest. You should have seen him when you were born. Barely recognizable he was, with a kind of dumbfounded grin I'd not seen since he first took a fancy to your mother. He was practically skipping when he told me the news. Take my word for it, he loves you to an embarrassing degree. But he's also frustratingly single-minded. Once he decided that a given action is for the best, he will stay the course no matter who or what opposes him. A profoundly annoying habit when you're on the other end of it, as I'm sure you will agree. I'll say, thank you for your insight. When next we meet our parents, I shall mention that we spoke. Try not to get me into too much trouble now. I need the form on my side. Speaking of which, I ought to get back to work. I have to make sure those specimens you brought make their proper places, or the cranky old goat will have my hide. We can speak again later. Thanks for the awesome club. Hail, you three! Who is this? Uh-oh. Graha, surely Kokol hasn't driven you out of the forge already? For better or worse, no. However, he has set me a task that requires more than my singular pair of hands, and here you are. I could use at least one of you, but I won't object to more. Unfortunately, Alistair and I have prior commitments, and we have delayed too long as it is. What about you, Little? Will you go do all the work? Yeah, sure. I love doing work. Perfect. This shouldn't take long. 3 hours later. "'Tis strange to hear father spoken of in such a way, but I suppose he would find your view of me no less odd. Much as I like to press the Apolden for more revealing tidbits, we should be getting back to our tasks. In the event that our, and I quote, promised heap of adamantite falls right out of the bloody sky and into my lap, Master Kokol wishes to be ready to put the proverbial hammer to the anvil at a moment's notice. To fabricate these parts, however, we need the flames in Kokol's forge to burn hotter. He sent me to increase the amount of ether being funneled to the furnaces. The flow of fire-respected ether in Labyrinthos is regulated by an elemental reactor south of here, to which I have borrowed the key. The adjustment will require 2 people to carry out safely, but I can explain the process when we arrive. This is where we part, then. We'll see you at the Charlene Hamlet once Adamantite arrives, if not before. Bye, y'all! This way, then. So really, they're just running me around the ring. Good, because there's a thing over here somewhere. To the north. The shit? You know what? Let's go faster. Mount Guide. there somewhere? Nope, right there. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do this, you leshy bastard. You don't want to do this. Trust me. So this one is over here somewhere-ish. Great. Oh, I'll find it. Oh, I'll find it, by golly. The reactor is housed within this facility. I'll be the one to go inside and adjust the fire ether output. When I do, a rather large amount of water-respected ether will issue from the vent at the top. I expect this to attract at least a few elementals, which we would both rather not be drawn into the reactor itself, trust me. Can I ask you to put them down? Sure. Wait here, if you would. Go slower, Graha! I like how the elementals are going to take a straight path. They're very polite, these elementals. They're going to take the road, walk up the stairs, and try to enter the door. If anything, I get it. It's tower defense is what it is. Ooh, my favorite. Oh yeah, you want to get your level up in early. So the first few levels you can decimate with your tower, and then later, that's when you bring in the multiple slow. You got to slow them down. So you gotta focus on doing the towers that do a ton of damage. Then you get the slow towers. Then you get the poison towers. So now you're doing a ton of damage with your poison, with your slow. Makes perfect sense to me. It's just a fact. Did everything go smoothly out here? Yeah. I thought as much. No major complications to speak of inside either. And the water ether appears to be venting properly. I expect Coco will have seen difference in his forged flames by the time I return. Since I have you, there was another matter I thought to discuss with you. Nothing terribly important, merely something I've been considering. Part of this I shared with everyone, yet you, and only you, have been to Elpis. As we've established, refined adamantite is the product of Allag, of the Empire's twilight years, in fact. It was a material which saw much use in part of Allagan's efforts to extend beyond the bounds of this world, Dalmid, of course, being the most prominent. Of those who would push further, expand Allag's empire to encompass the heavens and the stars above, perhaps the greatest was the infamous technologist, Amon. Oh, I know that guy. I want to ask too, but I don't know if that's the right thing for this. I want to ask too, because I feel like maybe Graha would know, but I also feel like the answer is going to be, I don't know. I believe he had his own reasons. There's no evidence to suggest that he retained memories of his former life. He only joined the Scions once the Empire was all but dust, as you know. If not his memory, though, what drove him to pursue the idea with such fervor? This may seem far-fetched, but what if souls, like minds, have a personality, so to speak, a natural disposition towards which they are inclined? We know with relative certainty that it was the gross decadence and inexorable decline of Alec that moved Emon to resurrect Emperor Zonde. The Empire's people spoke lightly of death and destruction, experimenting on those they deemed beneath them to fill the emptiness in their hearts. In facilitating Zonde's return, Emon provided these languid souls with the means to free themselves from the mire of their own indolence. Or would have, had not Zonde been convinced by his own death that life itself was meaningless. Emon's desire for his countrymen to conquer the heavens would only be a means to the same end, to instill the people with new purpose. Like Hermes before him, Emon was appalled by how those around him lived, but could never bring himself to believe that those lives were devoid of meaning. Both of them sought that meaning, that hope, in the distant stars. Such is my theory, anyway. Ultimately, it is the consequences of their actions that which matter. Their motives are of no moment, and yet, to reach those stars on wings of adamantite, to travel to the ends of creation and beyond, the promise of hope everlasting? That much I do understand. But enough musings for now. Why don't we see how Kokol's getting along? Can we go the other way? Yes, it's where I need to go anyway. So it's over here somewhere. Hello? Is that the last one? Ooh, if that's the last one, I'll be so excited. $5.29 directly north? Oh, it's in here somewhere. For sure, it's in here. Okay. Cool, dudes. I did thoroughly brief Kokol on refined adamantite's history. I only volunteered to go to the reactor because I was finished and there was little else to do. Hopefully that dispels any misapprehension that I was kicked out for prattling on. Woo! I can feel those flames are blazing from here! Why does he sound like that? That's not his voice. Glad you found something capable, Graha. But, there's not much left for you lot to do. Unless you can conjure up that refined adamantite any faster. So this is the last one then. Wow, we cruised through this area. Okay, well if that's the case, let's start here and go down. If it's south, it has to be here. It has to be in here. It has to be. Just gonna stay along this road. Maybe it's in like one of these things? Awesome. What? 463 north. How? Well, northwest is where I'm going. So it's somewhere in here? Is that the vibe? Straight north. Is it around the back of this thing? It's up there! No, I'm trapped back here! I'm not checking the Ether Current tab because I don't want to get potentially spoiled. I know it probably is going to have zones like, you know what I mean? Like blacked out, but I don't want to like potentially get spoiler rated. I don't even want to know how many zones we have left. That's what I'm at. Like usually it'll tell you what zones are left. It will just be blacked out, but like I don't even want to know. How the shit? I would love it if there were 6 more zones. I would love it if it just kept going. Tessa, fly me up there. Enough of this. Invite the party. Fly me up there. Oh, yeah. Now I'm looking out the back. I ain't going through all that. I ain't doing all that. Yeah, there we go. Hey. Hey. All right, is that it? That's the last one. Okay. So then I can just go back here. Why did I just follow the path? I blindly followed the road. I just blindly was like, the road's going this way, so this is where I'm going. That'd be a good... You don't want to drive on the grass. That's rude. Now to get my last thing. I do trust you to deliver the thing that I promised, but that's not the voices. Oh, I trust you. Wait, hold on. Oh, no. Oh, wait, what's the voice? Shit, how did I lose a voice? That's right, my lord. There it is. I do trust you to deliver on your promise. I do, only... I ain't waiting. I want that adamantite. I want it now. We share your impatience, I assure you. Is there truly nothing else we can assist with in the meantime? I wish. This sitting about's unbearable. Pity the fallen frowns on recreational explosions. Well, so long as they can't prove it was premeditated. Get your gun. I have mistakes to make. In that case, I suppose I should go and return the key to the reactor. I'll have one more look to make sure that nothing's gone wrong, unintentionally or otherwise. I'm certain there are better uses for your time, however. I will join you and Charlie and Hamilton on... Oh, we're going back? Son of a biscuit! From an Englishman? What is this accent? It was the accent that character had! That was his voice! I didn't make it up, that's the voice he had! You wait here, your companions are soon enough. Yeah. Okay.
All set, I take it?
We finished what we could. Delivered supplies, tracked down escaped animals, trivial tasks as they may be.
That's enough, don't you think? If there was anything more important still undone, that would be a problem in itself.
The vessel is essentially ready for departure. All that remains is to load the final batch of supplies and see everyone on board. Once we've readied the ether burner, that is.
Ah, had a feeling we might find you all here.
Our consultations with the Loperates, too, have run their course. Pleased I am to say that our researchers' concerns have for the most part been allayed, though some insist on making adjustments to the very end. For their part, Livingway and her peers have graciously offered to stay and keep the people company, lest any lingering queries go unanswered.
All that remains is to wait for the refined adamantite.
Alphino, are you there? It's me, Cryo. Your special delivery has arrived. Round up everyone and come to the harbor at once.
Speak of the devil. Let us go at once.
And so we went, at once.
Forgive the intrusion, Master Fortuner. I bring urgent news. A great commotion has broken out in Scholar's Harbor. Your presence is requested, with all speed.
Now, where might this delivery be? Oh.
They rated the shit out of that. They learned everything they needed to know for me. Oh my God, they brought the
I'm
airship.
sure it's very important, but we cannot accept these without the proper permits.
By the 12! Surely, these can't all be.
It's your boys. Oh, amazing.
Bleeding hellfire. They're bringing them by sea and by air. All these folks in these crates.
I told you that was his voice.
And more on the way. Got your adamantite right here. A bigger haul than any of these sorry bastards brought, and that's no lie.
This is amazing.
Yes, because you were charged with seeing the shipments from Gridania and Uldar here, along with your own. Give credit where credit is due.
Sounds like the sorry whinging of a sore loser. And a hypocrite to boot. Ain't no way a scrawny whelp like you took a dozen steps inside a Dalamon shard.
I'll have you know I went all the way to the entrance. Furthermore, 'twas my contacts that enabled us to enlist the cooperation of the Sky Pirates.
Oh, yeah.
Left you outside so you wouldn't get anyone killed, did they? Well then, credit where credit's due, you did a right fine job sitting on your ass.
Take that back.
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
Oh!
My, what a grand welcome party.
Hancock and Saraban.
We come bearing relics both sacred and elegant, as well as a few other gifts that may be of help, to be presented with best wishes from the Eastern Alliance. Our friends in Bosnia, for instance, have sent along a few artifacts for the brave allies of the Resistance. That's you. And we brought a number of items from Eureka as well, courtesy of one Ejika Sunjika. He says a little advance warning would have been appreciated by the by.
I myself have come with a sacred relic of Rayson Temple. 'Twas passing fortunate that Senri's dango craving brought us to Kugane. We arrived precisely as Hancock was making his arrangements. Upon learning of your need, we made haste back to Hell's Lid, with our dango, never fear, and consulted with the other auspices. All consented to the lending of Tenzin's legendary Phoenix Blade for this noble cause.
Who's gonna wield that thing? Holy crap, just give it to me.
Suzaku and Seiryu were nevertheless worried that it might be lost in transit, however, and insisted upon accompanying me to Onokoro, where I had intended to entrust it to our Confederate allies.
As a samurai, do I just get that?
I thought instead to give it over to Hancock when we chanced to cross paths yet again. But alas, Seiryu remained ill at ease, and ordered me see the blade into your hands personally, or die trying.
Not wrong, I wouldn't trust this guy either.
We did, of course, need quite the impressive vessel to get it all here in time. Fortunately, our majestic associates have been more than helpful. 'Tis an honor to join the Warrior of Light on another adventure, they tell me.
That is all wonderful to hear, but what of the extraordinary cost? I shudder to think of the ransom we must pay for such a bounty.
Fret not for your coin purse, young Alphino. Lord Lolorito looks ever towards the profits of the future, and thus the East Aldenard Trading Company went to some lengths to reduce the financial liability. And since the Scions funded the entire venture, not a gil need be rendered up in compensation. Everything is already yours.
We funded the venture? When?
Don't let the name fool you. This coin keeper knows a thing or two about spending. When it comes to capital investiture, a sprinkling of gil here and there will not do. You need enough savings to make waves when it really counts, which is why frugality is paramount.
She's dropping like stock tips, this girl. Do not use Tataru for your stock tip advice. Although, maybe?
We also have the benefit of a generous patron. Generous being rather an understatement. She has supported us from the shadows since the very founding of the Scions. We even had coffers
It's
to
Mama.
fill.
Mother!
Chameleons.
I remain, of course, an entirely neutral party. I simply thought our family's coffers were needlessly full. We can hardly take them with us on your teeny-tiny toy boat, now can we? And would be a shame to leave all that hard-earned wealth unspent. Waste not.
Oh, this is wonderful.
However did you manage so much in so short a time then? We expected word to reach only a fraction of our allies.
Did I not tell you I have my ways? Erenville, you were involved too.
I received a letter from Cryo after we parted ways in Labyrinthus. She explained what the Scions were trying to accomplish, and why you might soon require the services of the Gleaners, spread across the world as we are. I pray you do not interpret this as a betrayal of Charlotte. I accept that the Forum's aim in pushing us to our limits was to preserve what knowledge we have, and I bear you no ill will for it. Yet, in collecting that knowledge, what I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know. That is why I chose to help the Scions, to combat the obliteration of those countless, undiscovered wonders. I held no illusions that they would be less demanding taskmasters, though, rest assured, if I had, I would have been sorely disappointed. To make a long story short, the whole of the guildship cooperated to ensure your call was heard far and wide.
What's this about a ship that can fly to the moon?
I knew they'd have to show up. I love you.
And why didn't you mention it sooner? The one time you don't beg my aid, your problem's a bloody ship that can fly to the moon.
Sid, you brought the team.
Of course. Garland Ironworks' finest. You need only point us towards my new favorite ship. Oh, I nearly forgot. We stopped by Whirlint before coming here and picked up a package from Gaius. He's still of the mind that actions make for better penance than words, contrite or otherwise, so we offer none of the latter. What he sent is an Allegan relic Valens used in his weapons experiments. Has a fair bit of refined adamantite in it, too.
As you like us not suspect, we've also brought adamantite from Mordona's Dalamud Shard. I admit to some consternation upon first receiving Kryl's message. So few Scions remain at the Rising Stones now. Far too few for such an expedition. However, the Gleaners were able to secure us reinforcements. Idleshires, treasure hunters, not least among them. I know. How the Gobbyflock fought. Slowfix's gratitude for the safe return of his daughter has not waned, and he gathered his kin to our side with an astounding quickness.
Question. Would none of this stuff be said if I hadn't done these raids? If I didn't do these raids, would none of this have happened? This is amazing. I love this.
The clash between their machina and the Allagan defences was a sight to behold. I wager even you would have been impressed by the magnitude of the gobby boons.
I would have.
Fascinating as all this is, I fail to see how it explains your presence here. Does Razat not have more pressing concerns?
We do. Yet averting the final days would be the most expedient solution. That, and I am indebted to you. Though they chose to take their leave of Thavnair, those you saved in Garlemald remain my people. My gratitude is beyond words. 'Tis appropriate that I aid you in kind. If in the doing we bring salvation to others of this star, so much the better. You will recall that I spoke of my father, Midgard Summer, and his journey across the great expanse.
Yes?
As he traveled betwixt the stars, his resplendent scales drank of the ether in those nigh empty surrounds, and imparted to him the strength to persevere. Thinking they might further your cause, I called out to my kin for consent. Hydaelyn's answer was silence, as ever. Tiamat and Hrisvelgr, however, responded favorably to the suggestion.
Interesting. So that's like to find out in the future, right?
My sire, too, stirred from his slumber long enough to speak and say, "Very well." Thus have I brought you his own worm scales. Fit them to your purpose, and seek a worthier fate for us all.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone else so familiar with the unique properties of dragon scales. So I invited myself.
Get lost in her eyes. Every time.
Look at me, this is so unbelievable. I've gone right back round to believing it again.
If we get a 6% gain in efficiency, with all these goodies, we could get 7, no, 10, no, 14 bleeding percent.
Think of how far we could go. What we could do with that much power. What we could blow up.
If Kokol is duly convinced, then it must be true. In which case, the Scions' end of the bargain has been fulfilled. Would you not agree?
Yes, Father?
I know not what you seek of Hydaelyn,
nor for what purpose you would take command of our ship. Yet this much is certain. To do so will be to dictate the fate of this star and the lives upon it. The lives of each and every creature, in their magnitude and their fragility. Do you understand? And are you prepared?
We have seen and we have felt how much each life shapes this world. And so we are determined to abandon none. We understand what is at stake, and we are prepared to bear this burden.
Then I will bear it with you. I beg you, share your struggles with me, as family. You grasped my fingers with such tiny hands the day you were born. I thought my heart might burst. It was love and happiness beyond expression. Overwhelming. And a conviction so powerful that I trembled with something close to rage. I had heard the final days foretold. I swore to myself then and there that I would not let them steal your futures. The great Exodus would succeed. Must succeed. No sacrifice or sin was worse than the alternative. If anything gave me pause, 'twas mine own father. The Archon Louisoix openly decried Charlian's policies, a perspective which I regarded with increasing disdain as I grew older. Yet even as part of me thought him a fool. Perhaps I also hoped that he, of all people, would devise a brilliant means to save my children. A naive hope, but stubborn enough that I could never bring myself to keep you apart. No, that was his doing, when he perished at Cartano. As we pulled that twisted slab of Garlemald from the sea, I remembered the warmth of your newborn touch. Chastened, I vowed never again to suffer any interference in my mission to protect you. No matter that you yourselves wished otherwise. Detest me, fight me tooth and nail, I would suffer it, and more, and be satisfied so long as I could force you onto the ship.
I read this man like a book. I read him like a book. The moment I saw him, I was like, this is one of those.
I was wrong. You two have grown so much stronger and so much wiser than I dared dream. You have earned the right to walk your own path, and already begun to do so.
Good. Because there are things we care about, and people we love, and none of them is replaceable. Not a one.
It cannot have been an easy journey for you to have come so far.
We shall be glad to acquaint you with the finer details someday, once this danger has passed. All that we have seen and heard, that we have felt and learned in our travels. Ours is not a kind world, but it is beautiful. Always.
That's what I said to Thavnair!
Oh no. Are you quite sure that's wise? After all, someone turns pale and flees the room when he sees so much as an envelope containing word of your adventures.
Oh, roasted.
Whatever will happen if he learns what you were really up to.
Millions. Though I have wronged my children most gravely, I owe you an apology as well. I assumed that it was the Scions' influence that made them so keen to charge headlong into danger.
Oh, they just stubborn as hell.
Yours, in particular.
Alright, I mean, your daughter is like real infatuated, but I don't think it's with me. I think it's with my persona, right? And like, so is this cat person. He's like a little too into it, but like, you know, it comes with the territory. I am the warrior. I'm like, you know, I get it.
I see now that said influence instead brought them together with the many fine people gathered here today. In which case, I hope you continue to guide them.
If we've finished loitering about the harbor, might I suggest we put our plans into motion? People are beginning to look confused.
They're the ones watching the conversation. They didn't have to stand here. I mean, I guess they did. Everyone's waiting for me to say something.
Perhaps you can spare a few words ere they resume the tedious lugging of cargo. You have no small number of friends and admirers here, after all.
They want me to give a speech. Oh, no, little JC. Oh, no. What do I even say? Slash pizza. I got my theme song. Ooh. I can't just nod. I can't just nod. All right. Two isn't. Two sucks. All right. We have to go with 3, right? I think 3's the right answer here. Oh, I like 2. Sorry. I didn't know this was a hot button issue. Obviously, it's 3. But 1 is best. 2 is best. 3. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Pick what you want. I mean, I was gonna pick 3. Oh, goodness. 4? Oh my goodness. Okay. A lot of people want 1. This is your character. I agree. My favorite part is everyone's just, all right, what would little JC do? Would little JC wouldn't brag, but also little JC wouldn't be like, it's all on me. I think little JC would say 1. I think little JC would be a 1. I don't think he's cocky enough to say our moment of triumph is at hand. Yeah. Hey, let's do this. We're with you!
Your assistance is appreciated. Now, in an orderly fashion, if you please.
Oh. Now, everyone, please go. Time has come to claim our prize. Are you prepared? Lee sent a letter along with Bredania's contribution. It seems she traveled there to aid in the adamantite recovery. Evidently, journeying to Gridania was quite the trial, as was getting into Dalmond Shard. As was reaching its depths. I suspect she will have a few kind words to say about the Alligans when next we meet. If I never see another crate again, it'll be too soon. Unaided, we Scions could never have gathered such a bounty. Refined adamantite, relics sacred and ancient alike. I find myself quite overcome. I cannot wait to see what our friends from the Ironworks do with the ship. Neither can I.
My throat hurts from directing so many people to Labyrinthos, but that only proves we got our money's worth.
I apologize for not informing you earlier of Arundel's involvement. He was something of a contingency plan. Thank goodness we had him and his fellow gleaners to hand, though. It would have been monstrously difficult to locate Sid and transport the Hanj delegation here otherwise. I had no idea how massive a weight it was until he lifted it off my shoulders. But more importantly, his words were an affirmation that the path we walk is the right one. Part of me might have been satisfied so long as my family and friends survived the final days, but to save the star is what we all want most. And if those same people believe that I can help see it done, who am I to say otherwise? Come what may, I will fight for this world of ours until the very end. We finally managed to clear the harbor, which means the rest is in the engineers' capable hands. Meanwhile, Father has issued us an invitation. As was agreed, he will reveal the means by which Hydaelyn may be contacted. We are to meet him in Emporia when we are ready. Given the vital knowledge she holds, I suggest we leave without delay. It transpires, however, that the form's method for speaking with her is not without risks. I'm curious to hear what those might entail, but regardless, be warned.
Most of those who arrived with the adamantite have offered to stay and see to any remaining tests that need doing. The form's already asked for my assistance in overseeing the process, so you needn't worry about a thing.
Thank you, Tataru. We're off to Emporia then. The real story's happening over here. The real story's right here. I don't want any of you getting hurt. Oh, wrong person.
I don't want any of you getting hurt, but I do hope you'll wring as much information out of Hydaelyn as you can. For all we know, this is the one and only opportunity we'll get.
Those berries are the most tasty for Esgabi treats. Not at all very safe for uplanders to yummy eat. Gobbies never lie. So let us sell you our gobby goods. Gobbies never lie. Everyone loves gobby goods. I very much enjoyed seeing everything in a cutscene like that. That was wonderful. I loved that. I thought that was terrific. What is this? Oh, that's the school. Duh. Sandwiches and pretzels. Sandwiches and pretzels, do it. Oh my God, everyone's so aggro about sandwiches and pretzels. Okay. Old Dickon, eh? Welcome. What are we having today? Oh, it's you, little. As it happens, Alice also came by recently. Busy as she is, she wanted to let me know that she's patching things up with her father. I am truly happy for her. Speaking of busy, we're quite shorthand on the shift. Yeah, I'd love to help. It's a pair of salad sandwiches for an elderly gentleman. He's a lawless fellow with distinguished hair. You can't miss him. Thanks in advance. What the hell? Where do I take these sandwiches? This guy over here? Ay, ay, ay. Three jails? Oh my God! 3 jails. Fine, you're all in jail. You're all in jail. Scions, are you not? Little, I believe. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Now, what may I do for you? Have some sandwiches. Ah, the sandwiches! How very kind of you to bring them. The Last Stand serves up many scrumptious dishes, but their sandwiches have always been my favorite. My son, meanwhile, was partial to pretzels. When I was young, I attended the studium. Louis Soir was a classmate of mine, kindred spirit in the study of magic. We inspired each other to greater heights. After I completed my studies, I continued conducting research and eventually became a professor. I married and had a family, settled down. Such a life wasn't for Louis Soir, who was on the road more often than not. My son grew to admire him and went on to become his pupil. Oh, I'm wearing his gauntlets right now. To see him set forth to fight Eorzea beside Louis Soir filled me with pride. Yet so too, it's hard to talk. Did I worry, as any parent would. In the end, he gave his life for his cause, so strongly did he believe in it. And having now seen his comrades fighting tirelessly to protect our star, I have come to understand whence his conviction came. But listen to me blathering on. I know you're a busy man, so I shall let you go. Thank you, not only for the sandwiches, but for also standing with my son to the last. It was a sandwich quest, you sons of bitches. That was a quest for sandwiches, not for tears. You motherfuckers. How dare you? Ah, you're back. Did you have a chat with the customer? Wonderful. The gentleman's a regular of ours, you see. When he heard that the Scions had come to Sharlayan, he was beside himself with excitement. He dearly wanted to meet you, but wasn't sure how to go about it. So when you appeared when you did, I thought I'd make it happen. I appreciate you going along with it. By way of thanks, here's a little something on the house. Enjoy! Ooh, 2 philosopher sandwiches. For the love of pudding! Ah! You're with the students of Baldessian, aren't you? Please, I need your help. As you may call, some cute, chatty little rabbits were here with your people the other day. Well, one of them, a fellow named Puddingway, later came asking for pudding. Unfortunately, we didn't have the money for it. Or he didn't have the money for it. Instead of paying, the boss suggested having him help around the place. The Problem is, he doesn't seem to understand how things work. Must be very different from where they come from. Anyway, if you have a moment, do you think you could accompany Puddingway on this errand? It's nothing complicated, just collecting the items on the list. While I can't offer much, there'll be a little something for you in it for your trouble. I can't wait to talk to Puddingway. He's my favorite of all of them. Where are you at, Puddingway? What are you doing over here? Oh, if it isn't you, Little! You've come at the perfect time to lend an ear to my woes. Ever since Urion J told me about it, it's been my dream to taste the pudding of this star. Alas, that dream has been dashed. My quest for gastronomic pleasure thwarted, and by what? Something silly called Gil? I had heard about this Gil before coming here, but who would have thought I needed to eat pudding? And so my heart's desire must forever go unfulfilled. Truly? I get to eat pudding and all I have to do is fetch these things with you? I'll do it! For the love of Hydaelyn, I'll do it! That's the metal mold, some Delomon Fellow's cookbook, and a bottle of Yakao milk. It's easy, let's hop to it! Puddingway's in your party. Never complete the game. Live with Puddingway in your party forever. Alright, done. Done. You've convinced me. You convinced me, video game. I'll never leave Puddingway. I'm just gonna stop right now. Look at this. Puddingway's got a better stride than me. Look at this. Look at Puddingway. Puddingway knows how to move. Little's like, yep, 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 yep. Puddingway's like, stride. From the last stand, are ya? I heard they be sending someone. Here's the Yakao milk. Thank you. I can't wait for it to become delicious pudding. Ah, so that's what it's for. The milk's freshly squeezed, so I dare say it'll make a fine treat. Yay, I'm gonna eat that fucking pudding. I'm so excited. I can't wait to munch on all that delicious pudding. It's gonna be frickin' delicious. Still waiting for someone to tell me. Person's name is Dadapoo? Yeah, it is. What can I help you and your little bunny friend with? We need a metal mold, something suitable to make for the making of delicious pudding. Got any of that? I do, as a matter of fact. This is the last stand, I take it. I'll go ahead and put it on your account. Thanks for your custom. Yay! I'm gonna get all tore up on some freaking pudding. Put it in my mouth. I'm gonna get crazy. I'm gonna roll around in that shit, JC. You don't even have a clue. I'm gonna get crazy with it. I'm gonna put pudding all over my body. I can't wait. Then I'll really become Puddingway. Make me out of pudding. I am made of pudding. I want to feel it between my toes. Don't question this. What am I doing? Where am I going? I'm going the exact opposite of where I should. You know what? He's fine. He can come with me. Maybe. Maybe he can't. Oh no, that's a cliff! That's a cliff! There's no... I will do whatever it takes to have a bunny in. I'm gonna buy a house. I'm gonna get a bunny. I'm gonna put that bunny in that house. I swear to God. I don't know what it's gonna take, but I'm gonna get a bunny in my house. Jump right through those legs. It's like, yoop! Jajaba! Ah! I think this is the cookbook we're looking for! The note says it already checked out for us, so we just need to grab it and bring it back. I love how they subverted checking a book out at the library by just saying, like, you don't have to do all that. It's already been checked out for you. Although, I would love to have a conversation with reference page. Dead. Another dead rabbit. Let's go, Pudding Way. All right, you're free. You're free. Pudding Way is not Edwin. I don't know. I don't know. Pudding Way, what do you think about that? I don't know what he's talking about. I'm my own person, Pudding Way. It's me, Pudding Way. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know either, Pudding Way. How'd it go? Were you able to obtain everything? Wonderful! I'll set about making pudding at once. Not just any pudding either, but the famous rainbow pudding, born of the brilliant culinary mind of the legendary master Garlemald. This little one has wanted to try pudding so badly, it's only right that we serve him the very best. I want me to rub my face. So I'm gonna get the pudding, I'm gonna rub it all over my face. I'm gonna pick it up and go, oh, pudding! I don't even want to eat it anymore. I just want to be near the pudding. As for your good self, this isn't much, but please accept this as payment for your troubles. I just want to bathe in it. Baked alien soup? The what? The truth is out there, and we baked that shit. The Sharlians met aliens and baked them. Let's see, the main ingredient of this cookbook is people. At long last, the pudding of this star. I can already taste it! So much better than Urion J's lackluster offerings. Thank you ever so much. Because of you, not only do I get to eat pudding, I've learned a thing or two about them making the boot. As surely as my name is Puddingway, I'll endeavor to learn as much about this toothsome trade as I can. Sure, Puddingway. Yay! I did a thing! Aliens, we come in peace. Charlians, peace says. Oh, that was lovely. I'm glad I got to do those. That was fun. I've already shown the others inside. Who want to speak with Claraline? She has a key to the lift and can send you down after me. Yo, with Master Vulcan, oh yes? Just step inside the lift here. The lower levels. I'm very excited about the lower levels. So question, what happens if the other two options when I was rallying the troops, what do they do? What is option 2 do and what does option 3 do? Nothing, it's the exact same. It's the same? Boo. The game enters a fail state. Everyone goes home. From here, we proceed to the heart of Labyrinthos and its most closely guarded secret. Thalmazen. How amazing? Thalmazen. That sucks. Goodbye, everybody. I'm sure you're unsubscribing now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching. It's been fun. You know what? It's a good thing someone just put you in jail. It's a good thing someone just put you in jail. Because, goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. How amazing. Welcome to Charlian. It's so amazing. It's now amazing. That sucks. That's so bad. Ah. It marks the beginning and end of our efforts, whence we delve to seek audience with the star, and whence we will embark on our journey to the heavens. This way, if you please. Ah, so this is like... Okay. I thought I could fly. For a brief moment, I was like, can I fly already? And I realized I actually haven't completed the quest chain. Whoa, what the shit? That looks, what is this? Ship looks amazing. Whoa, this ship looks so cool. What? I did not expect this. I bid you welcome to Thalmazen. It's so amazing. It's them. Anyway, direct your attention towards its center to behold the ark over which we have long labored. As you can see, it was designed for as a medium-sized craft. The better to reduce fuel consumption. Miniaturizing magics have been applied to its interior to ensure that the thrust-to-weight ratio does not place too great a limit on the freight capacity. All things I need to know. The Aetherburner, as you know, has been removed for further modification, but we shall reattach it soon enough. I received word that Kokol and several of your allies are working on it with intense fervor. Yeah, I know those guys. They are sure to see it done. 'Twas by their expertise that many a prior disaster was averted. Or started. If anything, I fear they will not afford us much time for speaking with Hydaelyn ere they finish. Point taken. Let us move on. I must warn you again, however, that even with the benefit of your device, to treat with her is not a simple feat. I can well imagine the zeal with which they're working on the Aetherburner, and all I can say is I'm glad we have something to do other than get in their way. Once it's ready, we'll see to it the ship is put to good use. To think how many generations labored for this end, and that we aim higher still. We must spare no preparation, and that means speaking with Hydaelyn, no matter the cost. If meeting Hydaelyn proves difficult, even for the Forum, then perhaps I... Oh, it is an unformed idea at this phase. I'm afraid, I will duly inform you if anything comes of it. I missed the comma. What are you gonna do? I doubt this is what Annabelle meant when he said that there remains much we do not know, but I still can't believe everything that was hidden underneath the city this entire time. It was the Allegans who first combined the mechanical and etherical sciences into a revolutionary discipline. Given that this ship is nothing short of a technological marvel in the precise vein, Allegan salvage should suit it well. It would seem enchantments most advanced have been woven into the ship's very bones. Wilfson and Bluida are doubtless called upon for their expertise in teleportation magics. You feel it too, don't you? The ship is impressive, but it pales in comparison to the vast, primordial tower beneath our feet. We must learn of Hydaelyn's greater plan. We can only hope that she also knows the current location of Meteion. And we can do neither if we do not focus on whatever trial awaits us within. Is it a trial? Y'shtola, is it a trial? What do you think? Is it going to be a trial? Would I find it under the trial menu, Y'shtola? I've done what I can to impress upon you the gravity of what lies ahead. Are you prepared? Hell yes! Bye, haters! Yo! Oh, come on! I do have gear, though. Do I have any gear that I can wear right now? No. What is this? 88 head pieces? 86. You know what? Let's sit tight. Question. Do I have to beat the main story quest to get my level 90 class-specific gear? Job-specific gear? No? Then I'll wait. I'll save that for another job. Her children, one and all. Oh, shit. We make for the lift to the center of the chamber. Come. So the Sharlians have just had access the entire time of just like... I'm gonna have to go into blackout comas in order to talk to Hydaelyn. But the Sharlians are just like, oh no, we visit her every week.
I sometimes say hi twice a day, just to check in, see how she's doing. As a means of communicating with the heart of the star, 'tis disappointingly mechanical in design. That's what I was thinking. I doubt there's anything worth worrying over. Not for Hydaelyn's champion, at any rate. That's my boy. Am I the only one feeling terribly nervous? Surely not. They must employ a full cohort of engineers to maintain the lifts. I should hope the Master Volcano has more to share ere sending anyone stumbling into the ethereal sea. No, it's fine. It's alright. Don't worry about it. The ether here is more brilliant than I have ever seen. This doesn't strike me as particularly dangerous unless one is afraid of lifts. With the ship in the way, I didn't even notice this was here. You mean this? That? You mean that? You didn't notice that? I did. As you all know, alongside our physical world exists the ethereal plane, what we refer to as the ethereal sea. At the heart of the star, the physical and ethereal are one and the same. Thus, the deeper we go, the easier it becomes to pass between said planes. We utilize this principle in constructing the anti-tower, and once more here, in Thavnair. No sooner did the Forum decide to withdraw from Eorzea than we began work on this facility. Our work culminated... Culminated? What did I just say? What? Culminated? Cumulated! Our work has cumulated. Cumulated? Our work culminated in advice that allowed us to peer deeper into the ethereal sea than ever before, in search of Hydaelyn's ever fainter echoes. The Aetiascope. And you communicate with her through this device? For a time, yes, but since the 7th Umbral Calamity, it's been rare to even hear a whisper. If you wish to reach her, you must journey closer to the center of the star than we have ever dared, beyond the Aetiascope. Even so, I make no guarantee you will find her, nor of your safety, not so deep in the ethereal sea. We're about to get funky? We understand, but if we are to deliver this world, we have no chance but to try. We about to get funky? I know. I only wish we could do more than observe your progress from afar. The Aetiascope's ocular lens, by which we may peer into the ethereal sea without placing ourselves at hazard, lies above us. Through it, we can watch and guide you. In those swirling depths, there are pockets of ether so dense and turbulent that they can unravel one's soul. If we determine that you are at risk of coming into contact with such a pocket, we recall you with teleportation magics. To that end, it would be best if one familiar with the composition of your souls remain here to assist. I wonder who could it be? Poor Kryl. Every time! It's not even like, I don't even have to hazard a guess anymore. It's always Kryl. Who's gonna stay behind? It's Kryl. I've thought upon this much, and in truth, I do not believe I am fit to join you in the trials ahead. The events of the Tower of Babel drained me, yes, but even before that, your capabilities far outstripped my own.
This is no time to have a weak link in our vanguard, no matter how much she may wish it otherwise. Wish it were otherwise. If I assist in the manner that Master Fortuneau has laid out, however, I may still be of use. Will you trust in me to do so? I can think of none I trust more. Compared to all that effort you put into keeping us alive while our souls were in the first, preventing us from dissolving into ether in a single expedition ought to pose no challenge at all.
And even if we did, I expect you would hunt us down and restore us to health somehow.
You flatter me, but rest assured, I'll be keeping a close eye on all of you.
There is one more thing. Those in ages past referred to the ethereal sea as the underworld.
Oh, I know what's about to happen. Actually, I don't know exactly what's about to happen, but they definitely would not have included the line of dialogue when the Ascians were talking about when they died. They're like, oh, well, all the memories you lose, you get them back in the ethereal sea. They would not have included that line of dialogue if this wasn't like, we're about to see something crazy. I don't know what, but we're about to get something wacky.
In his embrace, his memory washed away, leaving only the purity of one's soul, or so we believe. Yet, what are these memories? Few think to ask what becomes of them, cast adrift on ethereal tides. Some theorize that they linger for some time. Those associated with strong sentiment in particular. We're about to meet some crazy Ascian shit. I'm like, that's the most obvious. In those depths, memories of the departed may even coalesce around you, forming something you probably have to meet again for some reason, like a guy you fought before. Surely. Thus do I caution you to be wary, but also to have faith. Remember, those who did gladly extend a hand to you, that they may lift you up once more. Remember those who did gladly extend a hand to you, so they may lift you up once more. Gotcha. Thanks, Dad. Couldn't read that. Ooh! This is our level 89 dungeon? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay.